Okay, I'm continuing on back from doing some errands, chores, more like chores, and I am just coming over this edge of Mount Tam here. I know I gotta be a little bit careful. Because I don't want to hit this mountain. But I think that is the Golden Gate Bridge right about there. I kind of want to fly over and drop into that little part of the bay, fly by the bridge. That's cool. There's that mountain right there. Seems like it's taken a long time to refresh. Like it's just kind of hanging there. But the clock's still moving. I'm a little curious where that Sausalito VOR is. I'm kind of dialing that in down here. I've already got the frequency dialed in up there for Sausalito. Yeah, I'm about due east of it. Right now. Where is it in relation to? So it's not directly out to my left. It's probably somewhere around about there. So I know it's not the top of that mountain. There I can see the bridge kind of starting to come into view a little bit better, and there's that Telegraph Hill, I believe, with the tower on the top, and then there's that mountain right there that the airport is behind. I really don't want to crash here into this mountain. So I'm going to bring the flaps up one notch. It's probably going to help me increase my airspeed and a little bit. Kind of make sure I can get over this mountain. Take a look where we are. In the radar view. Pretty cool. You can see the girth of that mountain. I haven't done much flying over mountains in this simulator. So it seems like the high point is on kind of the north end of that mountain. It's the real cool thing about Flight Simulator 2 and its scenery discs is you can explore these areas for a long time. These various locations and never, like, I don't think I've ever approached the bay from this exact angle before And I think it's just what's really cool about the idea of like a simulation. Oh no! I crashed into the mountain. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's terrible. I didn't want to crash on this flight at all. That sucks. Oh my god. Look what happened. Oh. Okay, well. That's interesting. What do I do? I mean, I can only go back to the last. Wow. My last save state, basically. What a bummer. I was going to try to do this whole thing with no crashes. And I guess I kind of learned something there, is to really be careful of that. That mountain. It wasn't high enough to get over it. I'm not really sure what I should do here to avoid it this time. Oh, weird. Why did it just do that again? I don't know what's going on. It just keeps doing that. Maybe there's something wrong with this disc. I thought it would be cool to go over the mountain and dip down, but I just don't have any experience flying around mountains. I clearly didn't handle that one right. Geez, I don't know, I was at about 2,500 feet. Is that mountain really that big? I'm kind of afraid of what might happen here. If it glitched out there on that last try. I had thought about trying to attempt to do this. Well, I mean, obviously I didn't want to crash, but I was thinking about trying to do something where if I did crash, I had to start the whole thing over again. Well, I'm not going to do that. I don't have that kind of time. But I saw something where somebody was doing a flight. It was in FS3 maybe? It was a different version of Flight Simulator that somebody was doing. Some kind of a long flight, and that was their idea, that if they crashed they had to start all over again. see what my save states are like. I don't think I have any right now. I saved them all. I renamed them all. If I wasn't doing this for the video, I probably would just head straight for the airport, but I'd like to try to get as close as possible to the bridge. I don't want to crash into it again. So this is the whole kind of bay coming into view. That is just a big mountain I'm flying next to. Thing is huge. I don't really know when it's safe to descend into that area to kind of fly next to the bridge. Oh, dang it. Why does it flip out like that? It's like when I try to do too much or something at once with the elevators and the flaps. It does this. I wonder what would happen a couple of save states. This one when I was back here. I wonder what would happen if I changed discs over to a different version of this star disc. This one right here. So I'm in a different disc. Does kind of look a little different. Huh. I'm like a little bit worried about what's going to happen when I try to land and I start making a bunch of adjustments. It is good to know that that other version of that disc works with this version of Flight Simulator 2.0. I was flying 1.0 and I know that works with this scenery disc. But there's some kind of glitchy things with 1.0 actually. I think you can't go into the editor mode once you're in a scenery disc, so that's not good. I don't know if I'm almost losing heart for trying to go too close to the bridge. I keep running into problems. But you can see it there anyway, that's the bridge. Maybe that's as close as I'll try to get. Lots of buildings. This disc definitely has more scenery than anything else that I know of in the scenery disc series for Flight Sim 2. And that's why it's called the Star Disc. Almost doesn't look as cool. I don't know. Seems like that bridge was rendering better on the other disc. On the other ROM, I should say. There it is, the Golden Gate. And that's like Telegraph Hill or something. And I want to go out over the water a little bit to make my approach for San Francisco International. So I know I want to get on a heading of 110. Let me dial in the VOR. For San Francisco. This thing's going all over the place. on the 126 radial, just about. And I really want to kind of make my turn when I get to 110. Or when I start to approach 110, that's when I know I'll be on the heading directly inbound. Drop the flaps some more, all the way, full flaps. Drop some throttle. I am 11 miles out. I am below the glide slope that it's given me. Don't know if I want to use that or not. This particular airport does happen to have that, I believe, glide slope. San Francisco, Telegraph Hill. I wonder when is a good time to begin the turn. Maybe now is good. There's 110, I'm on the beam. Now I'm past the beam, so I might have waited too long. It's good to know the whole thing's a learning experience. Okay, I'm back on the 110 on the beam, and my heading is just about 110. Hope it doesn't crash on me here. Save 4. Just did a little save state just to make sure. I think I can see the airport right there. Oh no, it crashed again because I went up elevator. What the heck? Why is this flipping out like this? It's doing some very strange things. It's the up elevator that does it. Luckily I did have this save state. Whoa, I'm way far out now. I don't know, they've got some glitchy discs, man. It's just a fact. It's frustrating. I'm starting to get a little frustrated now. I guess I can't go beyond like any more elevator than I have right now. Just seems like it crashes every time I do it. It's okay, I can land without using it. there's the airport, I think. I'm at about 800 feet, so I am coming in kind of low, as I usually do. I drop my flaps pretty far out, which is probably not the recommended style. Give it a little bit of throttle here just to maintain some elevation. Holding steady at 110, heading 110, and sticking to the beam as indicated by the bearing indicator. Gained a little bit of elevation. Oh, looks like I am actually off a little bit here. I think maybe as far as the angle I'm coming in on. Thought I had it pretty well lined up. .900 feet. Oh, I can see it now. And my glide slope is starting to come down a little bit. Started to cut a little bit of power. can see the Bay Bridge in the foreground. 500 feet. I feel like I'm coming in too steep of an angle. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down enough. This airport is supposed to be at 500 feet. No, it's supposed to be 10. Oh, my calculations have been so messed up. This whole time I thought it was at 500 feet. It's no wonder. Should have enough runway left. Okay, I'm down. Brakes. Ooh, that was hairy. I still had a lot of runway left, as it turns out. Okay, that was nuts. Now I have to decide. I think I'm out of save states. I gotta figure out how to do this, because I kind of want this to be saved too. I need a slot. I gotta figure out where to put this one. I guess 6. Where do I want 5? Go to 5. I don't even know what was there. Anyway, that's 5. So I made it to San Francisco. That's what things are looking like around me. It's probably, let's see. Yeah, that's the mountain I just came over. That looks like, that's the mountain I just came over. Bay Bridge is ahead of me. So I'm gonna call that good for the day. And thanks for watching. Blessings be.